Yo, what's up, guys? What's going on? What's good? What's happening? Let's throw the Bitcoin chart up there for a moment. All right. So just give me 2 seconds here. I'm gonna pull up the JASMY chart. We're gonna have a look at that. Right now, we're looking at the Bitcoin chart, and I got some things to say about Bitcoin as well. What is gonna happen next? We're gonna find out. Wow. JASMY and Bitcoin's charts, guys, look almost identical in the current structure that they're in. Almost identical. I'm going to show you guys what I'm talking about. Here I am. Bing. All right. So first, so we'll have a look at the Bitcoin chart here. As we see, guys, I showed you guys a double top right here. Oh, you're still looking at, you're looking at Bitcoin. Okay. So as we see here, guys, I showed you guys on Bitcoin the other day and JASMY, we have ourselves a double top going on. And we've collapsed to the downside here on BTC. If we jump over to JASMY's chart, exactly the same thing. As you can see, double top, collapse to the downside, right? Very, very much correlated, guys. So first, let's have a look at the JASMY chart. Here's the thing, guys. I talked about it in a video this morning. Now, there's an off chance, in my opinion. We could see as low as a 48 to 50K BTC before things really start to ramp up. Now, in saying that, the odds are long on that happening. I think more realistically, we could see a 56 to 57K BTC before the smoke clears, right? Which isn't too much further down, really. What are we at right now? We're sitting at, okay, so that's only about 3 or 4 more grand down for Bitcoin, right? It's not terrible. It's not terrible. So we can survive it. We can survive it. So we got the double top. The inverse head and shoulders on JASMY has been invalidated, so that's not happening anymore. RSI is really starting to look oversold, though, guys, on all time frames for all of crypto for the most part, right? So it is good dollar cost averaging opportunities, guys. Personally, I am hoping that sometime closer to payday, we do see a pullback of another 3 to 4 grand on BTC, so I can stock up even more on some of these alts that I'm still trying to finish accumulating. If you're on the member side, you know exactly what it is I'm accumulating right now. So I'd like to continue on with that. Let's go back over to BTC's chart now. All right, so yeah, as you can see, guys, very oversold, becoming very oversold on BTC as well. 37 on the RSI. Now, we could get caught here at support around 58K, but I think, like I said, if we fall below, we could end up catching just around that 56K level, I think is where we'll end up. And then it's back to the upside again, right? Back to the upside again. So not terrible. Let's get into the chat, see what's going on. As always, guys, make sure you're smashing the like and smashing the subscribe button. Helps the channel grow. Means a lot, guys. Absolutely means a lot. Let's see how everybody's feeling. Big Kev, what's up, brother? Hey, Rob, hope all is well with you and the fam. I'm buying up as much as I can. Me too, brother. Me too, man. Trust me on that. Chris, not going to lie, the way our government has effed up the economy, all this red across the board is being down 50% of my portfolio. It does have me a little panicked. I have to just believe in the history. Yes, exactly. Exactly, right? You just got to have a little bit of faith, brother. Little bit of faith, right? What this does is if you're 50% down in your portfolio right now, well, then this is an opportunity. Guys, listen. When there is fear and blood in the market, you will also find opportunity in the market. Don't let it pass you by, right? I guess I shouldn't have ate three or four of the bottoms. Is it now got to let it play out and back and Yeah, block out the noise. Yeah, sometimes that's what you got to do, right? Sometimes, Chris, you just got to put your portfolio away for about 4 to 6 weeks and just kind of wait it out, right? Balaclava man, bye. Exactly. Got a little in-sync action going on here. How is everything? I know I'm DCAing every chance I get when it's red as this. Yes, exactly. Exactly, guys. Stock up whilst you can, right? Again, when there's fear, there's opportunity. William, what's up, buddy? Good to see you, my friend. Good to see you. Starting to see the regulars starting to roll in. As always, guys, it's a pleasure. What do we got? Is this more Mt. Gox selling? No, not necessarily. No. A lot of it is just correlation to the stock market. I mean, there's a lot of fear of a recession going around right now. So a lot of people are scared about that. But what happens is these things get baked into the prices, right? And I think that it's there's a big chance to prevent a recession. I think that we'll probably see. I'm going to call it now. I think that we're probably going to see an emergency Fed meeting over the next week or two. And I think they're just going to start cutting rates. They're not going to wait till the middle of September because the next FOMC meeting is not until the middle of September. I don't think they're going to wait that long. I think that they'll probably have an emergency Fed meeting and probably start to cut rates immediately. 50 to 75 points would probably be the first, in my opinion, to try to get a handle on this. They can't wait it out for another month and a half just to see what happens. So I think that they'll do that, and I think that that will start to calm a lot of nerves, in my opinion. Ronald, recession, bull market won't do anything till 2030. I respectfully disagree, my friend. I respectfully disagree. Do not let your fear lead you to being irrational, my friend. And what I would say is look at 2020, 2021's bull run, my friend. Look what happened. A little thing that shut down the entire economy of the entire world, globally, the entire world. Every single person was locked in their home for 2 years. Jobs were lost. The entire world, literally, for the first time in history, of our history, came to a screeching halt. Massive upheaval. And all that did was slow the bull run down by about 6 months. I don't think anything's stopping this train, my friend. I think you're about to see a combination of things start to happen. Massive rate cuts and money printing galore. That's what's going to happen. See recession, BTC recovered. I believe it will do the same. Parabolic phase hasn't even come yet. Exactly, Balaclava man. Exactly, my friend. You just hit the nail right on the head, brother. Rate cuts and money printing sounds juicy. Yeah, that's exactly it. All this is going to do is it's going to expedite how fast they start to cut rates and print money. That's what's going to happen, right? You already have Yellen. She's already been putting liquidity back into the markets, right? So I mean, my guy Rob, we're following the same pattern as last April. Are we? On BT? Are you talking about BTC? Oh, damn it. Where were we? Like April that just passed, you mean? April this year? May, April. So April was right here. Huh? Yeah, you know what? You're kind of right. I kind of see what you're saying here, right? April, we're right in here, right? We're kind of in here. Yeah, I see what you're saying, man. I do see what you're saying. Yeah, I'm picking up what you're putting down, my guy. Good eye, man. Good eye. I agree. What happened? No streams last night. Yeah, work got crazy busy, man. Work got crazy busy. Would love an emergency FOMC meeting and rate cuts before September. Be bad or good? Would it? I think it would be good, right? It would be their way of starting to calm the nerves of people, right? They're going to have to. They're going to have to do something. Not only is it going to calm the nerves of the market, but I mean, and I'm going to show you some things that are going to show you that, like, we have Warren Buffett actually sold half his Apple stock, guys. That's crazy, right? He's been holding that forever, but he was taking profits because he fears what's coming if the Fed doesn't do something, right? So again, FOMC emergency meeting, I think will be very, very bullish. JASMY, yes. Because I saw a video saying if there was an early cut, then it would be mean. Well, in the short term, people say that because in the short term, whenever they start to cut rates, we see a little bit of a dip first, immediately after. But that's a short term thing. That's not a big picture thing, right? G, what's up, man? Rob, do you hold any ICP, and how do you think it will do this? Like, yes, I do hold a little bit of ICP, and I think ICP can hit somewhere around that $100 mark, give or take. You finally see the light. Studio Tech, what's up, man? What's up? What is going on? Everything is down. Yeah, well, I mean, stock market was also due. The S&P 500 has been hitting new all-time highs for quite a while, right? So it was only a matter of time before the entire stock market saw a correction. And we know how crypto can be very, very much correlated to the stock market. So just a hiccup, guys. Nothing to panic about. Nothing to panic about, right? We will still see a bull run. We will still see everything. We could see more downside. What's your conservative price prediction? Conservatively, 25 cents. Conservatively, on the low end. But I'm aiming for like 50 to 60. But you asked for conservatively, so yeah. Anyway, guys, we've been inside this structure here for quite a while on BTC. As you can see, we've been in this structure since February, right? So nothing to panic about. We could, again, I told you guys, we could come down to 58K and we'd still be inside of this structure, right? And there wouldn't be too much wrong with it. How do you feel with the XCN white paper? I thought it was pretty bullish. Yeah, I'm actually doing a series of videos breaking down the white paper right now. The third installment of that series comes out today. So I'm definitely bullish on the white paper. I dig it. And I know, guys, a lot of people are asking me for more SWIFT coverage. And they're asking me, because I haven't talked about it much lately, that if they're asking me if I'm still bullish on it. Guys, of course I'm still bullish on SWIFT, right? I haven't talked much about SWIFT because, for one, not many people were watching the SWIFT videos, and for two, there hasn't really been any news to talk about when it comes to SWIFT. But I can start doing a little more SWIFT coverage for you guys. Like I said, I'm working on I'm going to send Rue Black a message. I'm going to reach out to him. Hopefully, I can get him back on the channel sometime very, very soon. And we can talk some more bullish SWIFT news there, right? I am 100% still on board with SWIFT. I have not pivoted away from SWIFT. I love SWIFT. I hold a big, fat bag of SWIFT. So nothing to worry about there. Rob, JASMY going back up next week. We're going to continue to ping pong in these ranges till September. Yeah, no, you know what? You're right. I agree. I see what you're saying, man. I do see what you're saying. I've already watched the first two. Nice. Third one comes out at 5 in about 2.5 hours. Conservative XCN price. Conservatively, 10 cents conservatively. I'm aiming for 18 to 20 is where I'm exiting XCN, though. People now is perfect time to buy. You guys always... when you get to new high price. Yes, exactly. Exactly. This is, like I said, my guy's right. Listen, where there's fear in the market, there's opportunity in the market, guys. So, do what you got to do. But I would suggest personally taking advantage of the opportunity that's in front of you, right? Thanks for everything, Rob. Hey, no problem, Chris. I got you, man. I got you. Thanks for supporting the channel, my friend. I appreciate you. All right, so let's get into a little bit of the news. Let's have a look around the market, guys. It's not going to be an incredibly long stream today, but let's have a look around the market. I want to have a look over at the bubbles real quick and see the bloodbath that is the altcoins. And here's the thing, guys. The frustration for me lies in not having enough capital to be able to capitalize on every single one of these projects, right? That's the frustrating part for me. While other people are frustrated that the market is down and their portfolio is down, I'm frustrated because I can't buy. Like, there's so much I want to pick up still, guys. Like, Ondo, guys, at 73 cents. Are you kidding me right now? Are you kidding me right now? If you're holding Ondo, you probably have a cost average over $1. This is an opportunity for you to lower your cost average on Ondo for sure, right? Proppy, $1.21, guys. Your cost, again, if you're holding Proppy, your cost average is probably closer to $2, right? Farm, 36 bucks, guys. 36 bucks for Farm. There is some great opportunity. Solana, 140 bucks. I mean, Solana's going to hit somewhere around they're saying $1,000. I think probably realistically $600 to $700 for Solana would be where I would target it. Chainlink back down, guys. Chainlink's at $11.50, guys. Chainlink is a staple in every single portfolio, in my opinion, right? ICP, $7.75. Guys, Cardonzo, 35 cents. Good opportunity. Quant, 63 bucks. Quant's going to be like $1,000, maybe even 1,500 bucks this bull run, in my opinion. You can buy it at 63 bucks right now, guys. That's a steal of a deal. Jupiter's below $1. Jupiter's one of the top TVLs, guys. You got to have some Jupiter. Naka's 82 cents, guys. Turbo down 12%, 204, guys. Good opportunity to stock up on Turbo. I'll probably take advantage of it. Taraxa, another solid layer one, guys. Good opportunity to DCA into that. There's some good stuff right now, guys. I don't know why people are upset. H-bar's at almost 5.5 cents, guys. It got as high as 19 cents. I sold my H-bar at 19 cents when it peaked, and I am looking to get my entry point back in to H-bar, because I had originally stocked up on H-bar at like 3 cents. So the fact that I got to 19, sold it, and now I can get back in at 5 cents, absolutely, what an opportunity that is, right? SEI Network, just a hair over 25, just a hair over a quarter, guys. A hair over a quarter. Are you kidding me right now? Yeah, Miria, guys. I'm hoping we drop further for Miria. XCN, guys. BTC just holding on to 60K, guys. If Bitcoin doesn't hold 60K, it's going to collapse down to 58, in my opinion, before it catches a little bit of support. But yeah, look at these opportunities, guys. Swift, 28 cents. Wow. XRP, 54 cents. Guys, 11 cent Algorand, guys. 11 cents. I hope you guys are stocking up. What an opportunity. All right, let's get into some of the news. Guys, if you got a project you want me to look at or anything like that, send it over in a super chat. I'll get to it right away. But VanEck CEO Bitcoin will hit $2.9 million by 2050. Let's check it out.
Give me your price target for the longer term with Bitcoin, because right now at about 63,000, where do you see it going?
Right. So about a year ago, I started pounding the table because eventually the Fed is going to start easing here. That's great for gold and that's for Bitcoin. What I said is Bitcoin is growing up and will be eventually half the total market cap of gold. So that's about 350,000. So quite a ways to go from here. The super bulls, if central banks adopt it and it's part of the monetary system, then you know, in the millions, but I don't like to talk about that too much.
What, more than 2 million, more than 3?
Yeah, like 2.9, we've got some model, which is, you have to look at the assumptions.
Where do you put your personal money right now?
I like longer term trends because I feel like, okay, it'll be a bumpy ride, but I like to have conviction about something that's going to happen in 5 or 10 years. To me, there's no doubt that Bitcoin is becoming adopted the way gold is. I just think it's obvious. Now, I think you have to have your own diversified portfolio, and kind of having a huge overweight to Bitcoin is a personal decision, but I just see that rising. I'll give you another example, India. The Indian economy is the best macro story. Everyone says the stocks are overvalued. I get it, but it's doubtless the Indian equities have done as well as U.S. equities over the last 10 years and will continue to do well. But he was a gold bug. So, yeah.
Of course, the founder of VanEck. So you get to take over the business, and congratulations, you've been doing well. You've got $100 billion in it.
$2.9 million per Bitcoin by 2050. 2050, I'll be too old to care about the price of Bitcoin by that point. So I'm not looking at that, but I know a lot of you guys are younger. So, I mean, you know, that's kind of relevant for you guys, right? I'll be like 75 or something like that. No, wait, 70, 75, something like that. Anyway, so I won't be too excited about the price of Bitcoin. I'll already be rich and retired long before that. So, all right, what else do we got going on? All right, Michael Vandepop says the altcoins continue to fall. Others/BTC is currently hitting a new low, which is unusual, but tells me that we're close, holding on into August, and then the rest is going to be great. So yes, I agree. August is likely going to be a red month, guys. So it's going to be a month of opportunity for you to fill your bags, right? That's how you got to look at it, guys. That's how you got to look at it. There's a lot of bullish metrics out there that tell you the big picture when you zoom out is that life-changing wealth is within your reach. Bitcoin Magazine, almost 94% of the total Bitcoin supply has now been issued. Digital scarcity at its finest. That's crazy, guys. 94% of the total Bitcoin supply has been issued. How much of that is in like dead wallets or wallets that, you know, can never be accessed again, lost keys, people pass away, things like that, right? As well, that can never be accessed again. Now this, guys, this is truly terrifying, okay? Now this for me, this is not a Democrat or Republican issue. This is a leadership issue, period. End of story. Listen to the answer that Kamala Harris gives on when she's asked what her plan is to fix inflation, okay? Now that's very key. Understand the question she was asked here. What is your plan to fix inflation? Now listen to her answer.
What else are you going to do to fix this problem with inflation?
All right, thank you. Well, let's start with this. Prices have gone up, and families and individuals are dealing with the realities of that bread costs more, that gas costs more. And we have to understand what that means. That's about the cost of living going up. That's about having to stress and stretch limited resources. That's about a source of stress for families that is not only economic, but is on a daily level, something that is a heavy weight to carry. So it is something that we take very seriously, very seriously. And we know from the history of this issue in the United States that when you see these prices go up, it has a direct impact on the quality of life for all people in our country. So it's a big issue, and we take it seriously. And it is a priority, therefore.
What the hell is she talking about? This is terrifying, guys. If I was an American citizen, I would be terrified that this is a presidential candidate. I don't care what side of the aisle they're on. She was asked what their plan was to fix inflation, and her answer was to do a runaround explanation as to what inflation is. Like she was explaining inflation to a 5-year-old. There's no answer in anything that she said. She didn't even hint at the fact that they have a plan to fix inflation. That's scary, guys. She has no idea how to fix inflation in the like, no idea at all. Nothing. Does that not scare you? This is someone who wants to lead your country. When asked how she's going to fix inflation, she explained what inflation is in a patronizing manner to the report. Like, oh my God. That's scary, guys. That is scary. And again, this is not because she's a Democrat that I'm saying this. I don't care what side of the aisle she's on. She's someone running for president and has no idea what she's talking about when it comes to inflation, what she's going to do. That's scary, guys. That is scary. Then we got this guy. So I wanted to play this because this clown, I don't understand, why do people still watch this guy? He doesn't even really talk about crypto anymore. The last like 6 videos of BitBoy that have popped up in my news stream have been BitBoy talking about himself and his lawsuits. And like, apparently now the CFTC is going after him for Bencoin and going after him for a bunch of other projects that he shilled over the years that were rug pulls and scams, right? So his history is catching up with him in terms of promoting scams and stuff like that. But why do people still watch this guy? He doesn't even talk about crypto anymore. He does videos talking about his lawsuit or his strifes with Hit Network. And now he's making videos about how him and Wendy O are enemies or something like that. Like, what the hell does any of that have to do with crypto? Like, he's using his channel now as a personal platform to gossip about his personal life. Like, anyone gives a shit, right? Look at this. Look at this. He's supposed to be talking about crypto.
Who the person I was arguing with was. And it's weird, that lady came in, she stepped in about 5 minutes before the end of the panel. About 5 minutes before the end, she stepped in and just went off. And what did she use when she heckled me? What did she use as evidence?
Your media sheet, right?
Hold on. Note the title, guys, down at the bottom here. It's time to wake up to crypto. That's the segment he's doing. It's time to wake up to crypto. And nothing he's talking about has anything to do with crypto. He's talking about himself.
Came from what post?
The one that someone exposed.
Zach XBT. Let me tell you guys what is going to come out. Once again, who you think are the heroes and who you think are the villains are backwards. Zach XBT is a villain in this space. He is an evil person. He works for Crypto Cobain, for Jordan Fishman or whatever his Jordan Fish. Okay. He works for him. And we're following the money. Your worst nightmare, guys. Because we know where all the money from my company went. We know every single place it's gone. And we know things that it went through and bridges it went through to get to where it got. Okay? So once again, the money Zach will tell the story. You will not be able to tell the story because conveniently, with this multi-million-dollar money laundering criminal plot to take my company and use it to pump and dump and launder money, this was not exclusive to my building. And we're going to follow the money for our case inside the door. We don't care what happened after it exited once we know where it went. We don't care because that doesn't matter. It just matters that it was gone. But there will be people eventually that will get into this. And you're going to find the Zach XBT and other guys. I've been telling you about the media narrative forever. Why do you not listen to me? I told you
because all you talk about is yourself, jackass. You're supposed to be talking. You have a crypto channel, and you use it primarily to talk about gossip about your personal life. Who gives a shit? Talk about crypto. This guy's fallen so far from his core mission here of being a crypto channel. BitBoy Crypto is now about BitBoy's personal life. Like, it's unbelievable, right? For me personally, I say this because I used to watch his channel when I got into crypto, right? Or when he first came around. But he's fallen. He's gotten to the point where it's not even watchable content anymore, right? It's not even about crypto anymore. It's about him. It's about servicing his own ego. Like he thinks his people that follow him care about his feuds with Wendy O and Hit Network and stuff like this. Like, who gives a shit, dude? We're here to make money, not to listen to your freaking first world problems, right? Anyway, guys, Simply Bitcoin, Max Kaiser, you can't stop gravity, you can't stop math, you can stop you can't stop Bitcoin.
One of the arguments that always comes back is what happens, and it's already happening, with governments regulating more and more Bitcoin.
They can't. They can't regulate it. It's like just when Brad Sherman, the representative from California, came out last week and said that we need to shut down the cryptocurrencies because it's interfering with the dollar as being the hegemonic force in the world.
Right.
It's cutting into the oil industry. It's cutting into our ability to wage wars on a whim without having any accountability. And that was a huge advertisement for Bitcoin. You know, you can't stop math.
No, but you're seeing banks penalize firms and institutions that use Bitcoin and say, if you're dealing with...
You don't need a bank. We can transact without a bank. The bank is there to secure funds and to settle funds. If I'm dealing directly with you, I don't need that bank. In Africa and those other countries that don't have banks, they're leapfrogging ahead because they don't need banks. Okay, now banks are fighting a rear guard action. They're looking back and they're saying, we're going to, shut you guys down. How are they going to, they have no way to do that. You can't stop gravity. You can't stop math. You can't.
You're just in Bitcoin, right? You don't touch Ethereum, Ripple, any of these others?
No, because there's nothing any of those coins can do that Bitcoin can't do now or will be able to do soon. There was a period where the development of Bitcoin was too slow in the minds of some. So people like Roger Ver and others decided to fork Bitcoin and create what they consider to be the true Bitcoin. But now Bitcoin is cannibalizing those coins. It's eating their lunch. It's just like a monster. It's like a black hole. Everything's going to be gobbled up into Bitcoin. All the other altcoins, all fiat coins. That's how the strength of their weakness is what drives this thing to 100,000.
The last half of what he said was complete fucking bullshit, but he was absolutely right. We don't need the banks, and that's what the banks don't like. That's what this whole fight is about, guys, right? It's about making banks go the way of the cassette tape, right? Of the Walkman, right? Of the analog, right? That's where banks are headed. And they don't like it, right? They're not going to get these fees anymore. They don't get to be a middleman when you and I transact financially. Banks don't get to be that middleman and put their hands in our pockets anymore. They don't like that, right? But guess what? Times change, baby. Times change. And as we touched on a little bit earlier, Warren Buffett sold 50% of their Apple holdings. They now hold a record $277 billion in cash. So the question is are they gonna buy Bitcoin? Well, I mean, it'd be interesting to see. Maybe they will, maybe they won't. But it's a sign, guys, that shows you that even the likes of Warren Buffett are worried about the Fed not pivoting in time, right? So the Fed needs to hurry up. And like I said, I think we see an emergency Fed meeting probably next week or the week after, and they're going to have to start cutting rates. So maybe turn the money printer back on. Also, we have Michael Saylor's MicroStrategy raising $2 billion to purchase more BTC. So he's buying the dip, guys. Are you buying the dip or are you panicking, right? That's what I always try to get a message to you guys, get across to you guys, is that while you're panicking and upset, you should take a moment and you should do some research, right? You should start reading. What are these big billionaires doing? What's MicroStrategy doing, right? What's BlackRock doing? What are these ETF issuers? What are they doing? They're all buying. And you're sitting there shaking in your boots, right? Got to think it through, guys. You got to think it through all the way. Put your pennies where they put their dollars. Look at the stock market. Pow! How you like me now? You know what I see here, guys? You know what I see? Opportunity. That's what I see. Opportunity. I don't see fear. I don't see any of that stuff. I see opportunity. Also, like we said, global M2 money supply hits an all-time high. Printer go brrr. It's coming, guys. It's coming. They're going to turn that printer back on. It's already been turned back on in some countries. That's the thing of it, right? Wrecked Capital says, buy when there's blood in the streets. Baron Rothschild made a fortune FOMO buying when people panic sold. But the second part of his quote isn't recited as often, even if the blood is your own. You often have to go against yourself to be profitable. And that's the point, guys. That's the point. Somebody said, I can't remember, someone just said in the chat a little while ago, my portfolio is down 50%. Well, that is the equivalent of buy the blood in the streets, even if the blood is your own. Well, that 50% down, the blood is your own. You should be buying that dip. Like he says, Baron Rothschild made a fortune FOMO buying when people were scared. That's when you generate your wealth, guys. There's a very, very big misconception about when wealth is created in investing, especially in crypto. And it's not when things are going parabolic. Wealth is built in the bottoms of these bear markets, in the bottoms of these dumps. That is where wealth is generated. Not when it's green, right? Because you won't have wealth when it's green if you're too scared to take advantage of days like today and yesterday, right? Because in the grand scheme of things, guys, and I know you might not believe me in the moment, but 6 months from now, you're not even going to remember this dip. You're not even going to remember it happened. It's going to be gone, right? So what are you so worried about it for? Let's look in on the Dixie. See how she's doing. She's still holding that support level. Still holding it, right? I think she's actually a little bit below it. Yeah, she's a little bit below right now. We're waiting for that candle, the daily candle, to close still. So we need this daily candle close. I don't know how much time is left on the candle, but if we close below, guys, we could continue to see further capitulation to the downside on the dollar. At least that will be good for risk on assets at that point, right? That's a bullish thing. So we can look forward to that happening. All right. Let's get back over to the JASMY chart. 2 cents 3 right now, guys. What an opportunity. All right. Let's get into the chat. Studio Tech, just dig in my back garden to see whether I can see treasure boxes to allow me to buy the dip. This is a very good opportunity. Absolutely, man. Hey, Rob, what a blessing to reach my bag goals. Thank you, bud. Getting family in finally also. Nice. Congratulations, man. I am happy that you made it, brother. I'm happy that you made it, man. Dumb money, not much powder at these times. Frustration frustrates me as well. I'm focusing on my JASMY bags now. Nice. Facts, what's up, buddy? Chainlink is a 10x max. Feels like a waste of money buying it at $11, in my opinion. Rather buy KASPA, Miria, OTK, JASMY, XCN, Swift, aka projects. I agree. I agree with what you're saying, man. We have the same general concept on our portfolios, brother. But I believe that projects, like, I like to have a couple of these blue chip projects. I mean, let's face it, if Chainlink went under tomorrow, that would be devastating to the entire crypto market, guys. Chainlink is the glue that holds this market together as the #1 oracle by a large margin, right, in this asset class. So I believe in just having those pillars, right? Those strong pillars in your portfolio as well. But I do agree with what you're saying. I hold a lot of those other projects. I hold KASPA, Miria, OTK, JASMY, XCN, Swift, stuff like that, right? Absolutely, man. Just very good opportunity at the moment. A bit confused when to buy. Just the market. That's why you dollar cost average. You don't ape in, right? So if you have $1,000, you throw $100 in today. If it goes down again tomorrow, you throw in another $100 tomorrow, right? And you keep lowering your cost average. Rob, after watching that video on BTC, what do you think it will bottom out at in the next bear market? I remember you saying that. Usually it falls about 90%, give or take, right? So, I mean, where it's going to fall to depends on how high it's going to go in the peak of the bull run. I honestly think we'll see somewhere between 150 to 200K BTC in this bull run. So, I mean, you take that and you minus 90% from that, right? What do you got? At 200K, you got what? $20,000, $25,000 BTC, something like that. All Democratic leaders have a leadership issue. What is her answer? Yes, exactly. It's a bigger moron than Joe, for real. The only thing they take seriously are their pocket. Yes, exactly. That's for all politicians. Version of Gary. Deflect, deflect, deflect. Exactly. This is why I'm looking for another place to call home. Me too, man. Me too. Rodney, how much further XCM will go down? It'll keep going as long as Bitcoin keeps going, man. Hey, Rob, I hope you're well. What's happening is really affecting me emotionally. I still hold 1 million JASMY, and I'm working all week. I don't think $1 JASMY is going to happen, even though I dream about it. Well, my friend, what I would say is, you got to start doing research into your investments then, because here's the thing, guys. Any conviction that you may get filled with based on things that I say is only artificial conviction that's easily, shaken the minute things get like this, right? To have true conviction in your investments, you have to do your research. You have to have a fundamental understanding of the company and the direction that they're going in whatever project you're in. And that way you don't get scared out, right? But what I would say, when you feel this way, I would recommend jumping over to the Patreon, my friend, and booking yourself one-on-one coaching sessions so we can help you in these situations, right? That's what we do all week long. We do one-on-one video call coaching sessions to help people who feel the way you feel. Nikik, what's up, man? Long time no see. I'm doing good. Good to see you, man. Good to see you. I watched one of his videos, and that was it. What does that tell you? Yeah, exactly. Danny, not panicking here. Excited for the next few months. Wish I could buy a lot more. Yeah, that's the only problem I have, right? Is I want to buy more. Holmes, what's up, buddy? Good to see you, man. Rare breed, what's happening? People forget that in order for coins to be sold, they must have someone who sees the value in your coins and is willing to pay that price. Are you going to be the one selling or the one buying at the top? Exactly. 100% nailed it. And that's also why I like to front run the market, Rare Breed. Like, that's why I buy enough coins, like with like XCN, for example, or Swift. I buy enough coins that when these projects, everyone's going to be looking at 50 cents to $1 as price targets for these projects, right? I buy enough of the project that I can exit at about 15 to 20 cents when FOMO was still huge, and it's no problem to fill my sell orders because everyone's buying thinking it's going to $1, right? I get out of the market, I get my money, I leave early, and I walk away with my targeted goals. I don't ever let greed get the best of me. ISO Jetpack, what's up, fam? Good to see you, man. Good to see you. XCN to $1. What's up? Big Kev, didn't JASMY get another partnership? I'd say between $1.50 $2.50 for JASMY. Load up, fam. Definitely thinking about joining your Patreon, Rob. I like how you do TA. Hey, you'd be more than welcome over there, my friend. More than welcome. We'd love to have you. Rob, I understand. I've been watching you and Steph for way too long, and it's my first bull run. But $50 million market cap seems like a miracle. I know that Also, I've been really thinking, yeah, just jump over to the Patreon, man, and I can walk you through this stuff, right? One-on-one. Because listen, it is your first bull run, and I understand how you feel, because a lot of people are probably telling you that a $50 billion market cap is a miracle. But there's some things you have to understand that I know you're not really privy to yet. And one is when people start talking about where they think market caps can go of certain projects, okay? The first thing you need to have a fundamental understanding of is where exactly do they see the entire asset class's market cap going in order for if we're looking at, let's say, a $15 trillion market cap for the entire asset class, all of a sudden $50 billion market cap for one project doesn't sound too big. Doesn't sound like a miracle, does it? Again, then we go into the next 4-year cycle, right? 2028, 2029. Maybe we're looking at a $20 trillion market cap. Does $50 billion market cap seem too much then? No, right? So there's a lot of factors that go into play here. And another thing you have to have another fundamental understanding of when it comes to market cap, and this is a common misconception, even a lot of YouTubers and TA guys don't understand what market cap actually is. Market cap is not the amount of money that's currently sitting in a project. And that's where a lot of people get lost. They think that that's how much money is sitting in that project right now or in that asset class. It's not what it is, okay? I'm going to show you something here real quick, okay? I'll show it to you so that you don't think I'm just blowing smoke up your arse, okay? One second. Let me find it. Sorry, guys. I want to show you this on your screen so you don't think I'm just saying stuff, right? So I'll show it to you here. Sorry, guys. I'm really sick too. My stomach's not right now. So the formula for market cap, okay? It's not how much money is currently sitting in a project, okay? It is market cap equals, okay, the price per share or price per coin times the amount of coins in circulation. That's all it is an equation. It's not the amount of money that's currently in a project, okay? So don't be misled by that. A lot of content creators don't actually know what market cap is. They think it's the amount of money that's currently in a project, and that's not what it is, right? So don't get misled by that. Market cap matters. It does matter, okay? But it's not the only metric to determine how high a price can go on a project. It's not the amount of people, or it's not the amount of money that's currently in a project. Don't misunderstand that. Jays, what's up, man? Afternoon, folks. I don't care about you. I don't know about y'all, but I ran out of dry powder. I'm selling stuff on Facebook Marketplace. Yeah, hey, that's how it's got to be done, brother. Studio Tech, people need to focus on liquidity of the market cap of any project. Yes. Yes, exactly. Exactly. But not enough people truly understand market cap. That's the thing of it, right? That's the problem. So that's how you can easily get misled by some content creators. But anyway, guys, so that is the news, guys, and we're all caught up in the chat, and my stomach is killing me here. I'm really sick today, so we'll see what happens. But anyway, hit the like, guys. As always, subscribe to the channel. We would love to have you join our community. And to the people, there's a couple of you guys, Gaga and ISO Jetpack, everybody else, guys, the link is in the description. Jump over to the Patreon. Get your one-on-one coaching sessions booked, guys, because these are the times where you need those one-on-one Zoom calls to help sort you out and help you understand the way things work, right? So and help talk you off that edge a little bit as well. Aman, what's up, buddy? Good to see you, brother. All right, guys. I will see you guys. Hopefully, I'll try to do another live stream tonight. I will try. But I will see you guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow if I don't see you tonight.